Hello ladies and gentlemen, Scared204 here bringing you another Minecraft Star Wars vehicle tutorial. In this tutorial we'll be going ahead and building the T-47 Airspeeder, known by its nickname as the Snowspeeder. The T-47 Airspeeder was also known as the T-47 Light Airspeeder. It was a model of low-altitude vehicle manufactured by Incom Corporation. When the Alliance to Restore the Republic was stationed on the icy planet of Hoth, and a contingent of T-47 Airspeeders were modified to become ground attack low-altitude fighters called Snowspeeders. Hoth's extreme cold temperatures were too severe for these craft. The power generators would lock up since they ran hot, requiring a large bank of heat radiator fins for essential cooling. Rebel technicians modified the T-47 Airspeeder by insulating each radiator fin with side panels to decrease the heat exchange in order to better suit the new environment. So yeah, the T-47 Airspeeder, obviously very famous for episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. That's really the only time we see it. We do see it a little bit in the Kenobi show. Obviously, really no spoilers there. But it's an interesting little vehicle here, and obviously a very iconic one because of its participation in the Battle of Hoth. So this here obviously is the Rebel Alliance version. This is the one that would appear on Hoth, and is overall just a really cool design for it, and really happy to kind of get this vehicle out because I think it's such an iconic one. It definitely deserves to have a tutorial. So with that, let's go ahead and just dive in here to taking a look at the Snowspeeder and seeing exactly what we're going to be building. So starting off with, we have the Snowspeeder. Obviously it's mainly white. It does have the little orange markings on it for the resemblance of it being from the episode 5 movie, which the Snowspeeders all had these kind of little orange markings on it. We also have the cannons, so it has two main cannons here located at both sides, and then those cannons kind of link up into the actual engine for it. On the back here you have those large radiators that I talked about before, that were modified by the Rebel Alliance to actually make these craft work. So that's located here on the back. We have the cockpit, which houses a pilot and a rear gunner. The gunner back here has, it's mounted gun, and that is what they use to fire the tow hooks to wrap up the walkers. But yeah, that's pretty much the overall view of the Airspeeder. I think it looks really cool, and again, going to make an awesome addition to any of your maps, and especially if you're trying to build some sort of, Hoth map or something like that, is going to be a staple build for it. With that though, let's go ahead and dive into the tutorial. Alright guys, so going ahead and moving into our first layers. We're going to go ahead and start with layers 1 and 2. Now, to go ahead and get started with this, we're going to be going ahead and placing down a row of 3 of these deep slate tile walls. Pretty straightforward stuff, and then we're just going to place down a row 3 of smooth quartz top slabs coming off those blocks. We're going to then take our iron trapdoors. We're going to place down a row 3 of iron trapdoors, then a second row of 3, and then a third row going forward like so, and then one more row of 4, or row 3 going across, so you have a total of 4 rows of 3. After we have that done, on the back here, we're going to go ahead and then place down a row of 3 of smooth quartz full blocks, and then we're going to place down a second row of 3, and then on the back here of this row of 3, we're going to place down a row of deep slate tile walls. They're going to go across like this. We're going to go ahead and then place down one more wall to each side, so you have a row of 5, and then we're going to go ahead and take our smooth quartz and place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 smooth quartz full blocks going forward, and same thing will be done over here. After that, we're going to go ahead and then place down 1 and 2 of these quartz top slabs going forward. And then we're going to go ahead and place down a third one. So it's going to be one more that sticks forward, so you have a total of 3, like that. Now, after we have that done, we're going to go ahead and then take our iron trapdoors, and we're going to go ahead and go 2 forward from these. So 1, 2, and 1, 2. Now, after that's done, to the sides here, we're going to go ahead and place down a quartz top slab, and this is going to have an iron trapdoor that's going to come off of it. We're going to take our quartz top slabs, go forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're going to go ahead and place down 1, 2, 3 iron trapdoors, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Like so. Then, once we get to this point here, we're going to take our smooth quartz top slabs again. We're going to start from right here. We're going to go ahead and go off that one. And we're going to go ahead and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 forward again. And same thing over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So like that. And then we're going to go ahead and place down an iron trapdoor on the front here of that row, like that to both sides. Now for the sides here, we're going to go ahead and then place down a quartz stair. That's going to come off this second to last slab. We're going to go 2 more forward, so you have a total of 3 there. A skeleton skull come off the side of this slab, and a skeleton skull come off the side of this stair. Same thing is going to be done over here on this side as well. So you're going to go ahead and get this design here on both sides. And looking at it from the top-down view, this is what you should have with layer 1 and 2 all complete. One quick thing, though, is we're going to go ahead and drop to the bottom here, and we do need to go ahead and place down some iron trapdoors on the bottom of these walls. And then these middle 3 smooth quartz blocks for these 2 rows, like that. So we're just going to go ahead and kind of fill that in there like so. Anyways, though, once that's all complete, that is going to wrap up everything we have there for layers 1 and 2. And with that, we'll be going ahead and moving on to layer number 3. Moving into our next layer, we have layer number 3. We're going to start off by placing down a smooth red sandstone stair right here. And then to the sides of that, we're going to place down a smooth quartz stair like so. Coming off the stairs, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 snow pieces. They're going to build up like so. Same thing over here. Like that, and we're actually going to place down 1 more, so it's actually going to be 6 up like so. So it should look like that there. We're going to go ahead and place down a quartz slab that goes forward from those, and then we want to go ahead and grab skeleton skulls. We're going to place down a block underneath these spaces here, and we're going to place down a skeleton skull at about a 45-degree angle there in the corners to go ahead and just kind of help with our shaping there for the front of the speeder. Once we have that done there, we're going to take our smooth quartz, and we're going to place down a row of 3 across behind these stairs here, and we then want to go ahead and place down a quartz stair like this out to the sides from that. Now once we have that done, we're going to go ahead and then place down a row or quartz full block to both sides, and then 1 more going toward the middle here, and actually we'll just make this a row 5 across. Then we want to go ahead and place down a row of 3 across, and this is going to be followed with a quartz stair to both sides. We're going to go and do the same thing again. So just like this, again, quartz stair on both sides. Then we're going to place down 2 rows of 5 of quartz full blocks, going all the way across. And then we're going to go and then place down a row of 3 of these deep slate tile walls, and then a quartz full block to both, or sorry, my bad, actually a quartz stair to both sides like that. And then we're going to take our deep slate walls again and place down a row of 3 coming off that, followed by a wither skeleton skull coming off the sides here of those walls to go ahead and wrap up the back there. Now once that's done, we're going to go ahead and then take our smooth quartz. We're going to place down a full block coming off this one here, and then a slab to the side. Same thing over here, full block and then a slab to the side there, like so. And I'm going to go ahead and actually edit this real quick because I actually made the side 1 block too short. So I'm going to go ahead and just extend that there. So just make sure this is what it looks like so far. Then we want to take our quartz. We're going to place down 2 quartz full blocks out to the sides here like so. And then we're going to place down a smooth sandstone, or red smooth sandstone stair there, and a quartz stair in front of it. Same thing is going to be done over here on this side here. We're going to go ahead and grab a polished andesite block. We're going to place it coming off these spaces here. We can go ahead and then dive into our item frames. We can place down item frames, and you can either use a red concrete block in those item frames with a birchwood sign on the side of them, or you can even put an apple in the item frame too. That is also a option you can do as well. And then in the space right here, we're going to place down a polished andesite block like so, and then we want to go ahead and place down a stone brick wall going forward from that block, so just like that. After that is done there, we're going to go ahead and then grab our daylight detectors. We're going to place down 2 daylight detectors, and same thing over here. So it's going to look like that. And then we want to go ahead and grab a stone brick wall, and we're going to place it on this forward side like so, with an iron trapdoor on top of this one here on both sides. We then want to grab our skeleton skulls. We're going to place down 2 skeleton skulls going forward from those walls, and then we're going to place down a birchwood fence gate coming off the skeleton skull like so. Then come off the fence gate, we're going to place down 1 skeleton skull to go ahead and make your forward guns. And one thing I would recommend if you're on Java, I would grab the debug stick, which can be obtained by typing the command /give @p Minecraft:/debug_stick. So this command here, it'll give you this glowing stick here. What you can do with it is you can actually left click the fence gate, and you actually go ahead and left click to get selected in wall false. Right click that, set that to true, and it will actually bring it down and level it out with those skulls a little bit better. And again, that's going to be only a Java feature with the debug stick. After that is all done, that is going to conclude everything we have here for layer number 3 of the build, and here is a top-down view. With that, we'll be going ahead and moving into our next, or actually our last final layers, which will be layers 4 and 5. Moving into our last final layers, we have layers 4 and 5. For these layers to start with, we're going to place down a nether brick stair up here in the front, and then coming off the sides of it, we're going to place down a wither skeleton skull. We're going to go then take our black concrete, we're going to go back 1, 2, 3, 4. Black concrete blocks, and then a nether brick stair here on the back like that. On the sides of these blocks, we're going to go and take our nether brick walls. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. We'll then go ahead and grab ourselves a diorite wall. And after those nether brick walls, we're going to go then place down a diorite wall to both sides, and then a skeleton skull coming off those diorite walls, going back like so. We're also going to go ahead and take this black banner design. It's a black banner with just a white border, and you're going to go ahead and place this on the side of the middle nether brick wall to both sides. Again, just for some detailing there for the cockpit details. After that, we're going to go ahead and then take our iron trapdoors, and we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3 on top there, just like that, to go ahead and create the roof there of the cockpit. Then we're going to place down an iron trapdoor on top of this block here. Same thing over here. And then 2 daylight detectors on top of these 2 blocks to both sides. We then want to place down an iron trapdoor. On this first one here, we'll use our debug stick here by left clicking to select it open true. Right click this, set that to false, and it will manually close them. You can either change the item you can either change the daylight detectors to the night mode to get it to close, or you can go ahead and just use a birchwood trapdoor as an alternative. Then we're going to go ahead and place down a acacia wood trapdoor on this space here. I would recommend before you go ahead and completely close that and finish it off, to just place down an orange concrete block here instead, or probably even better yet, to go ahead and grab a smooth red sandstone block and place it underneath here. Just to kind of keep the colors a little bit more consistent, and you can close that just to kind of help, again, keep that striping color a little bit more apparent throughout that. Now in the very back here, we then want to go ahead and grab ourselves an anvil, an end rod, and also some white carpet. We're going to go ahead and start off by going ahead and placing down a anvil. That's going to go on top of this block here. And then we're going to go ahead and place down a end rod that's going to go, or first 1 and 2 blocks. We're going to do the first block and then place down an end rod like that. So you have the base of the end rod facing away from the vehicle. And then we're going to place down a white carpet on top of these 2 walls next to it. One thing also is we're going to take white stroker boxes, and we're actually going to replace these smooth quartz blocks right there with white stroker boxes instead. And that right there is going to basically wrap up what I have there for layers 4 and 5. And with that, that's going to wrap up my tutorial here for the T-47 Airspeeder, also known as the Snowspeeder. Hope you guys do enjoy this tutorial and are able to put it to good use. If you do use this build, I do ask that you guys give me proper credit for it. This will be linked from a sign on the build, link to my channel or this video if this does appear on your social media sites. As long as you guys give me proper credit for it, you are free to use it for projects you guys are working on. And with that, thank you guys again so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This is Garrett 2x4, and I will see you guys next time.